Elon Musk isn't just rich, he's mind-bogglingly wealthy. With a net worth that dwarfs the GDP of entire nations, this trillionaire lives a life that most of us can barely even imagine. From his insane car collection to his fleet of private jets, get ready to have your mind blown by the insane lifestyle of the one and only Elon Musk. When you think of the ultimate symbol of luxury and wealth, Elon Musk is probably one of the first names that comes to mind. And for good reason. The dude is loaded, like could buy a small country loaded. But of course, Musk isn't content with just having billions in the bank. Nah, he's got to have all the toys and trinkets that come with being a mega-rich tech mogul. So what kind of crazy stuff does a guy like Musk own? Well, buckle up, because we're about to take a wild ride through the jaw-dropping possessions and larger-than-life lifestyle of the world's richest man. From his drool-worthy collection of supercars to the private jets that whisk him around the globe, Musk's life is a never-ending parade of luxury and excess. And naturally, we're going to dive into all the juicy details. Musk's top-tier car collection. When it comes to Musk's insane car collection, it's hard to know where to even start. I mean, the guy's got more luxury whips than most people have socks in their drawer. But let's focus on a couple of the real standouts, shall we? First up, there's the McLaren F1. This bad boy is a true masterpiece of engineering, and it's no surprise that Musk had to have one. With a top speed of over 240 miles per hour and a price tag of around $1 million, it's the kind of car that mere mortals can only dream of owning. But for Musk, it's just another toy in his massive garage. And then there's the Jaguar E-Type from 1967. This classic beauty is the epitome of style and class, and it's clear that Musk appreciates the finer things in life. The sleek lines and purring engine of this vintage ride are enough to make any car enthusiast weak in the knees. But of course, Musk's car collection isn't just about looking cool, although that's definitely a big part of it. He's also got some seriously practical rides, like the Tesla Model S. This all-electric sedan is one of the most advanced cars on the road today, with features like autopilot and ludicrous mode, and with a range of over 400 miles on a single charge, it's perfect for those long road trips to Mars. Just kidding, mostly. But the real crown jewel of Musk's car collection, that would have to be the Tesla Roadster. This baby is the first car that Tesla ever produced, and it's a true work of art. With its sleek design and lightning-fast acceleration, it's no wonder that Musk decided to send one into space on a SpaceX rocket. I mean, why not show off your car collection to the entire universe, right? As you can imagine, owning all these incredible cars doesn't come cheap. Musk has reportedly spent millions upon millions on his automotive obsession. But hey, when you're worth billions, what's a few million here and there? Of course, for us regular folks, the idea of owning just one of these cars is almost too insane to comprehend. I mean, I get excited when I can afford to fill up my tank without having to check my bank account first. The thought of casually dropping $1 million on a car is enough to make my head spin. But that's the thing about Musk. He's not just rich, he's on a whole other level. Unsurprisingly, he lives life in the fast lane, pun very much intended, and his car collection is just one small part of that. Still, it's fun to dream about what it would be like to have a garage filled with the most incredible cars in the world. I guess we'll have to settle for drooling over Musk's collection from afar, and maybe taking a ride in a Tesla if we're lucky. Speaking of luxury, Musk's taste for the finer things in life extends beyond just his car collection. In fact, he's been known to charter some of the most incredible yachts in the world for his vacations. The splendor of Musk's yachts. You thought Musk's car collection was insane? Wait until you hear about the yachts this guy charters for his vacations. I'm talking about boats so big and luxurious, they make your average millionaire's yacht look like a dinghy. Take the Zoo super yacht, for example. This thing is a floating palace, complete with all the amenities you'd expect from a five-star resort. We're talking multiple decks, spacious cabins, and a crew that's ready to cater to your every whim. And of course, there's plenty of space to lounge around and soak up the sun. Because when you're Elon Musk, you don't just go to the beach, you bring the beach with you. But the real kicker? Chartering this bad boy will set you back a cool $7,719 per day. Yes, you read that right, per day. That means that for just 1 week on board the Zoo, you're looking at a price tag of over $50,000. I don't know about you, but I could probably buy a small fleet of regular person yachts for that kind of cash. But hey, when you're worth billions like Musk, dropping a few thousand on a yacht rental is probably like me buying a pack of gum. The dude clearly knows how to live it up, and he's not afraid to splash some serious cash to do it. Of course, Musk doesn't just charter any old yacht. He's got a taste for the finer things in life, and that extends to his choice of vacation transportation. I mean, can you imagine Elon Musk slumming it on some rundown fishing boat? Yeah, me neither. No, when Musk hits the high seas, he does it in style. He's been spotted on some of the most incredible yachts in the world, each one more luxurious than the last. And with his busy schedule and endless list of projects, you can bet that he needs a serious dose of R&R every now and then. Naturally, chartering a yacht like the Zoo isn't just about having a place to sleep and eat. It's about the experience of living like a true baller, even if it's just for a week. I mean, can you imagine waking up every morning to the sound of the ocean, knowing that you've got nothing to do but relax and enjoy the view? That's the kind of lifestyle that most of us can only dream of. But for Musk, it's just another day in the life. The guy is constantly jetting off to exotic locations, whether it's for business or pleasure. And when he's not cruising around on a yacht, he's probably flying high in one of his private jets or helicopters. Speaking of which, let's talk about Musk's insane collection of choppers for a minute. Musk's high-flying helicopters. You thought Musk's yachts were over the top? Just wait until you get a load of his helicopter collection. I mean, for a guy who's all about going to Mars, he sure does love to fly high right here on Earth. Musk's got a serious thing for choppers, and it shows. The dude owns not one, not two, but multiple top-of-the-line helicopters, and these aren't just your average whirlybirds, oh no. These babies are tricked out with all the bells and whistles you can imagine. First up, there's the EC-130B4. This sleek little number is perfect for zipping around the city or hopping over to a nearby meeting. It's got room for up to 7 passengers, so Musk can bring along his entourage wherever he goes. And with its quiet, fuel-efficient engine, it's the perfect choice for a guy who's all about saving the planet, while also living like a king, of course. But when Musk really wants to make an entrance, he breaks out the big guns. That's right, I'm talking about his Sikorsky S-76 helicopter. This thing is a beast, with room for up to 12 passengers and a range of over 400 miles. It's the kind of chopper that makes you feel like a rock star just by looking at it. And let's not forget about the interior. Musk's helicopters are decked out with all the luxury features you'd expect from a billionaire's ride. We're talking plush leather seats, high-end sound systems, and even a mini fridge for those mid-flight snacks. Because let's be real, when you're Elon Musk, you don't just fly in style, you fly in the lap of luxury. Of course, owning a fleet of helicopters isn't just about looking cool, although that's definitely a big part of it. For Musk, it's also about practicality. When you're running multiple companies and jetting off to meetings all over the world, sometimes you just need a quick and easy way to get around. And what could be quicker or easier than hopping in your own personal helicopter? But here's the thing, as impressive as Musk's helicopter collection is, it's really just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to his love of flying. Because when he's not cruising around in a chopper, he's probably kicking back in one of his private jets. Yeah, you heard that right. Musk's got a whole fleet of private planes at his disposal, each one more luxurious than the last. And if you thought his helicopters were tricked out, just wait until you see what he's done with these bad boys, private jets. But enough about helicopters. Let's talk about the real stars of Musk's flying fleet, his private jets. These babies are like mansions in the sky, complete with all the luxuries you can imagine. And when you're a billionaire like Musk, you don't just settle for any old private jet. Oh no, you customize that thing to the max. Take his Gulfstream G650ER, for example. This thing is a beast with a range of over 7,500 nautical miles. That means Musk can hop from one side of the world to the other without ever having to deal with the peasants in coach. And with a price tag of around $70 million, you know this thing is tricked out with all the bells and whistles. But the G650ER is just the beginning. Musk's also got a Gulfstream G550, which is basically like the G650ER's slightly less impressive younger sibling. But don't let that fool you. The G550 is still a serious machine, with room for up to 19 passengers and a range of over 6,000 miles. And then there's his Dassault Falcon 900EX. This tri-jet beauty is perfect for shorter hops between cities, but it still comes with all the luxury features you'd expect from a billionaire's ride. We're talking plush leather seats, high-speed internet, and even a full-sized bed for those long flights. But here's the crazy thing. Musk doesn't just own these jets, he customizes the hell out of them. The dude's got a serious eye for design, and he's not afraid to put his own personal touch on his flying machines. For example, he's been known to outfit his jets with custom-made seats that are designed to perfectly fit his body. Because when you're a billionaire, you don't just sit in any old seat, you sit in a seat that's been crafted specifically for your ass. And let's not forget about the tech. Musk is a notorious tech geek, and he's made sure that his jets are equipped with the latest and greatest gadgets. We're talking high-speed internet, state-of-the-art entertainment systems, and even a special air filtration system that keeps the cabin air as fresh as a daisy. Of course, all this luxury comes at a price. Operating a private jet ain't cheap, and Musk reportedly drops millions of dollars a year just to keep his fleet in the air. But when you're worth billions, what's a few million here and there? For Musk, his private jets are more than just a way to get from point A to point B. They're like his own personal sky sanctuaries, a place where he can escape the chaos of the world below and just kick back in style. But as impressive as Musk's flying fleet is, it's really just one small part of his insanely luxurious lifestyle. From his designer suits to his wild parties. The extravagant lifestyle of Elon Musk. The extravagant lifestyle of Elon Musk is something most of us can only dream about. When you're the CEO of multiple game-changing companies and have a net worth in the billions, you can afford to live life to the fullest. And boy, does Musk know how to do that. First off, let's talk about his wardrobe. You won't catch this guy in a boring old suit and tie. Oh no, Musk's got a serious eye for style. He's often spotted rocking custom-tailored designer threads that probably cost more than most people's rent. But hey, when you're a billionaire, you can afford to splurge on a few fancy outfits, right? But it's not just about the clothes. Musk's entire lifestyle is one big, luxurious adventure. He's constantly jetting off to exotic locations, whether it's for business or pleasure. And when he's not cruising around in one of his private jets or helicopters, he's probably hosting some wild party at one of his many mansions. Speaking of parties, Musk knows how to throw a bash like no other. He's been known to host exclusive events that are the talk of the town. We're talking A-list celebrities, top-notch entertainment, and enough champagne to fill a swimming pool. As you can imagine, an invite to one of Musk's shindigs is a hot commodity. Of course, it's not all play and no work. Musk is notorious for his insane work ethic, often putting in 80 to 100 hours a week. But even when he's burning the midnight oil, he does it in style. His offices at Tesla and SpaceX are decked out with all the latest tech gadgets and sleek modern furniture. It's like working in a sci-fi movie set. But perhaps the most impressive thing about Musk's lifestyle is how he spends his downtime. When he's not working or partying, he's probably learning something new. The guy is a voracious reader and has a curiosity that knows no bounds. He's taught himself everything from rocket science to artificial intelligence, all while running multiple companies and raising a family. Naturally, all this luxury and success doesn't come without its challenges. Musk has faced his fair share of controversies over the years, from his tumultuous love life to his sometimes erratic behavior on social media. But through it all, he's managed to maintain his status as one of the most fascinating and influential people on the planet. So, what's next for Elon Musk? Well, if his past is any indication, probably something even more incredible and over the top. Perhaps he'll buy his own private island and turn it into a high-tech utopia, or maybe he'll finally make good on his promise to send humans to Mars. With Musk, anything is possible. But enough about his wild lifestyle. Let's talk about where this guy lays his head at night. And trust me, it's not your average crash pad. Musk owns some seriously impressive real estate, including a stunning mansion in Bel Air that will make your jaw drop. I'm talking custom-built everything, from the pool to the private school on site. Yeah, you read that right. The dude has his own school. Musk's mansion portfolio. But enough about Musk's wild parties and jet-setting lifestyle. Let's talk about where this guy lays his head at night. And trust me, it's not your average bachelor pad. Musk's got a serious thing for real estate, and his mansion portfolio is straight-up jaw-dropping. First up, there's his infamous Bel Air compound. This place is like something out of a movie, with its $17 million price tag and sprawling grounds. The main house alone is over 20,000 square feet, with all the bells and whistles you'd expect from a billionaire's crib. We're talking custom-built everything, from the sleek modern kitchen to the resort-style pool out back. But that's not even the craziest part. Get this. Musk loved this place so much, he bought not one, not two, but 5 other houses in the same neighborhood. That's right, the dude basically owns his own little Bel Air village at this point, and each one of these houses is just as impressive as the last, with their own unique features and luxurious amenities. For example, there's the house he bought from Gene Wilder back in 2013. Musk was such a fan of the late actor, he promised to preserve the house's original charm and character. But of course, he couldn't resist putting his own spin on things. Rumor has it he decked out the place with all sorts of high-tech gadgets and even added a private school for his kids on the property. Because why send your kids to some boring old public school when you can have your own private academy right in your backyard? As you can imagine, Musk's Bel Air compound is the talk of the town. Neighbors are constantly trying to catch a glimpse of the tech mogul and his A-list pals hanging out by the pool or cruising around in one of his many luxury cars. But Musk is a pretty private guy, so good luck getting an invite to one of his exclusive parties. Of course, the Bel Air compound is just one small piece of Musk's real estate empire. He's got properties all over the place, from a $24.5 million estate in Northern California to a $6.75 million ranch in Texas. Each one of these homes is like its own little paradise, with stunning views, top-of-the-line amenities, and enough space to host an entire army of tech bros. But here's the thing, as impressive as Musk's mansion portfolio is, it's really just a drop in the bucket compared to his overall net worth. I mean, the guy's worth over $200 billion at this point. He could probably buy up half of Beverly Hills if he wanted to. Naturally, with great wealth comes great responsibility, and Musk is no stranger to the pressures and challenges that come with being one of the richest men in the world. But how does he balance his public persona with his private life? And what sort of unique lifestyle choices has he made along the way? Well, get ready to find out, because we're about to take a deep dive into the wild and wacky world of Elon Musk. Life as the richest man. So you're probably wondering what it's like to be Elon Musk. I mean, the guy's not just rich, he's stupid rich. Like, he could buy a small country if he wanted to, but with all that cash comes some serious responsibilities. And as you can imagine, it's not always easy balancing the public and private life of a billionaire. First off, let's talk about the pressure. When you're one of the richest dudes on the planet, everyone's got their eyes on you. The media, the haters, the fanboys. They're all watching your every move, and if you slip up even a little bit, it's gonna be all over the news. Just look at some of the controversies Musk has been involved in over the years, from his tweets about taking Tesla private to his wild appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast. The guy's no stranger to making headlines. But it's not just about avoiding scandals. As the head honcho of multiple game-changing companies, Musk's got a lot of people counting on him. His employees, his investors, his customers, they all expect him to be on top of his game 24/7. And when you're juggling SpaceX, Tesla, and Twitter, that's no easy feat. Of course, it's not all work and no play. Musk definitely knows how to let loose and enjoy the finer things in life. I mean, the guy's got a garage full of luxury cars, a closet full of designer suits, and a Rolodex full of A-list pals. He's been spotted partying with everyone from Leonardo DiCaprio to Kanye West. And when he's not living it up on the red carpet, he's jetting off to exotic locations on his private plane. But even with all the glitz and glamour, Musk has had to make some tough choices along the way. For example, he's pretty much sacrificed any semblance of privacy for the sake of his companies. The dude's always in the public eye, whether he likes it or not, and as a result, he's had to be really careful about who he lets into his inner circle. It's not surprising that most of his close friends are other tech billionaires and industry insiders. Naturally, Musk has struggled at times with some of the downsides of being one of the richest guys on the planet. The constant scrutiny and pressure can be overwhelming. We've seen him lose his cool on social media, lashing out at some of his critics. And his love life has certainly been tumultuous, with multiple high-profile romances and breakups. But at the end of the day, Musk seems to take it all in stride. He's got a pretty thick skin and a wicked sense of humor. And he's never been afraid to take risks or speak his mind, even if it ruffles a few feathers. As he once said, "I would like to die on Mars, just not on impact." That pretty much sums up his approach to life. Aim high, even if it means crashing and burning along the way. So, how does a guy like Musk spend his billions? Well, buckle up, because it's a wild ride. We're talking private islands, custom-built mansions, and even entire towns. That's right, the dude's got so much cash, he can basically buy his way into wherever he wants to go. And his purchases have certainly generated a ton of buzz over the years. Billion-dollar spending enhancing lifestyle, but Musk isn't just spending his billions on fancy houses and fast cars. Oh no, this guy takes things to a whole new level. Get this, he's actually bought entire towns. Yeah, you heard that right. Towns. Take Snailbrook, for example. Musk scooped up over 3,500 acres in Bastrop, Texas, with plans to turn it into some kind of high-tech utopia. We're talking pools, schools, everything you could possibly need, all designed by the man himself. And then there's Starbase, the tiny Texas town he's transformed into the headquarters for SpaceX. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie, with rocket ships and satellites as far as the eye can see. And let's not forget about his travel habits. When Musk takes a vacation, he does it in style. He's been known to charter super yachts that cost upwards of $7,000 per day. The dude even rented out the 79-foot zoo in Mykonos, Greece, just so he could cruise around the Aegean Sea in ultimate luxury. And when he's not living it up on the water, he's jetting off to exotic locations in his private plane. Of course, Musk's billion-dollar spending habits aren't just about living the high life. He's also using his cash to make some seriously smart investments. For example, he dropped a cool $44 billion to buy Twitter, with plans to turn it into a super app that could be worth upwards of $80 billion. Talk about a power move. Naturally, Musk's over-the-top lifestyle has generated its fair share of attention over the years. Some people see him as a real-life Tony Stark, using his wealth and intelligence to push the boundaries of what's possible. Others criticize him for being out of touch with the average person's reality. But love him or hate him, you can't deny that the guy knows how to make a splash. So what's a day in the life of Elon Musk really like? Well, buckle up, because it's a wild ride. We're talking 100-hour work weeks, high-stakes business deals, and of course, plenty of Twitter drama. But despite his crazy schedule, Musk still finds time for the things that matter most. A day in the life of Elon Musk. So what does a day in the life of the world's richest man actually look like? Well, as you can probably guess, it's not your typical 9-to-5 grind. Elon Musk is known for his absolutely insane work ethic, regularly putting in 80 to 100 hours a week between Tesla, SpaceX, and now Twitter, or should we say X. The dude's always on the go, trying to cram as much as humanly possible into each and every day. Musk usually wakes up around 7 a.m. and aims to get a solid 6 to 6.5 hours of sleep each night. He starts his day with a morning shower, which he says helps him feel mentally fresh and sparks his creativity. As for breakfast, ain't nobody got time for that. Musk often skips the most important meal of the day in the name of productivity. After getting ready, he'll take his kids to school at Ad Astra, the super exclusive academy he founded that's conveniently located right at SpaceX HQ. From there, it's go time. Musk will bounce between meetings, phone calls, and hands-on work at his various companies. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty and is known for his attention to detail, whether it's reviewing engineering designs or troubleshooting issues on the factory floor. Musk's companies have had some pretty major milestones lately under his leadership. SpaceX became the first private company to send astronauts to the International Space Station and now has over 1 million Starlink internet subscribers worldwide. Tesla has ramped up production with new gigafactories in Berlin and Texas, rolled out its Model Y and Semi, and dropped some sick software updates like in-car gaming. On the personal side, Musk recently made headlines for his online spat with Mark Zuckerberg, which had the internet buzzing about a potential cage match between the tech titans. While the IRL fight never materialized, Musk's definitely not afraid to get a little wild and ruffle some feathers. Dude's got a thing for flamethrowers and once released a rap song about Harambe the gorilla. You can't make this stuff up. Of course, it's not all flamethrowers and gorilla rap. Musk's also got a thing for the finer things in life. The guy's got a seriously enviable watch collection, including a ultra-rare Omega Carrera 1887 SpaceX edition. He's also got an impressive array of luxury rides, from a McLaren F1 to a 1920 Ford Model T. And let's not forget about his private jet fleet. which includes a Gulfstream G650 and G550. Must be nice to have your own personal Air Force. But perhaps his biggest power move of late was his acquisition of Twitter for a cool $44 billion. Musk has some seriously ambitious plans to transform the platform into the ultimate super app, which he thinks could eventually be worth a staggering $80 billion. Only time will tell if he can pull it off, but one thing's for sure, with Elon Musk, you never know what's going to happen next. Unsurprisingly, Musk's outrageous lifestyle and game-changing companies have inspired affluent enthusiasts around the world. They look to him as a model for pushing boundaries, thinking big, and living life to the absolute fullest. But what are the aspirational aspects of his lifestyle that really speak to these high-flying fans? Influence and inspiration. Let's face it, when it comes to living large, no one does it quite like Elon Musk. The guy's lifestyle is the stuff of legends, and it's no wonder that so many affluent enthusiasts look up to him as the ultimate role model. I mean, who wouldn't want to live like a real-life Tony Stark, with all the toys, gadgets, and bragging rights that come with it? But it's not just about the flashy cars and private jets. What really sets Musk apart is the way he thinks big and takes risks. He's not content to just sit back and enjoy his billions. He's always looking for the next big thing, whether it's colonizing Mars or revolutionizing transportation. And that kind of visionary thinking is what really inspires his fans. Of course, it doesn't hurt that Musk makes it all look so effortless. He's got that whole billionaire playboy vibe down pat, with his designer suits and Hollywood pals, but he's also not afraid to get his hands dirty and put in the work when it counts. That combination of style and substance is what makes him so magnetic to his admirers. Naturally, there's a certain aspirational quality to Musk's lifestyle that really speaks to affluent enthusiasts. I mean, who wouldn't want to wake up every day in a high-tech mansion, hop in a Tesla Roadster, and jet off to some exotic location for a little R&R? It's the kind of life most people can only dream of, but Musk makes it seem almost attainable. Still, it's not just about the glitz and glamour. Musk's fans are also drawn to his sense of purpose and his commitment to making the world a better place. Whether he's working on sustainable energy solutions or trying to solve LA's traffic problems with underground tunnels, he's always thinking about how he can use his wealth and influence for good. And that's something that really resonates with a lot of people. Of course, Musk's not perfect. He's had his fair share of controversies over the years, from Twitter beefs to SEC investigations, but even when he's stirring up drama, he's still pushing boundaries and keeping things interesting. And for his fans, that's all part of the appeal. So what can affluent enthusiasts learn from Elon Musk's larger-than-life lifestyle? Well, for starters, it's all about thinking big and taking risks. Musk didn't get to where he is by playing it safe. He's always been willing to bet big on his vision for the future, even when the odds seemed stacked against him. That kind of boldness is something we could all stand to learn from, but perhaps the biggest takeaway is the importance of following your passions and staying true to yourself. Musk has never been one to conform to anyone else's expectations. He's always marched to the beat of his own drum, whether he's launching rockets into space or tweeting memes at 3 a.m. And that kind of authenticity is what really makes him a role model for so many people. Unsurprisingly, Musk's unconventional approach to life has inspired a whole new generation of entrepreneurs and innovators who want to make their mark on the world. His business's ventures in renewable energy, electric cars, and space exploration have become benchmarks in their fields. Clearly, he's doing something different. Future endeavors and luxury aspirations. As if launching rockets, digging tunnels, and building electric cars wasn't enough. Who knows what kind of wild ideas Elon Musk will cook up next? Maybe he'll decide to build a giant golden statue of himself on Mars, or create a line of diamond-studded Teslas for the ultra-rich. With this guy, anything is possible. Of course, Musk's future projects will probably be a little more practical than that, but that doesn't mean they won't be dripping in luxury. Take his plans for SpaceX's Starship, for example. Musk has hinted that the massive rocket could one day take passengers on trips around the moon or even to Mars. And you can bet those won't be economy class seats. Imagine sipping champagne while watching the Earth rise over the lunar horizon, or lounging in a plush recliner as you blast off towards the red planet. Musk has even floated the idea of building luxury space hotels, complete with zero-gravity spas and Michelin-starred restaurants. Talk about the ultimate getaway. But Musk's ambitions don't stop at the stars. Back on Earth, he's got big plans for the Boring Company, his tunnel-digging venture. Musk has already built a test tunnel in Los Angeles, and he's got his sights set on creating a whole network of underground highways to ease traffic congestion. Naturally, these won't be your average tunnels. Musk has promised that they'll be decked out with all the latest tech, from high-speed electric sleds to neon lighting and funky music. It'll be like driving through a nightclub on your way to work. And let's not forget about Tesla. Musk has already revolutionized the electric car industry, but he's not done yet. He's hinted at plans for a whole range of new vehicles, from a pickup truck to a semi-truck to a sleek sports car. And you can bet they'll all come with the kind of high-end features that Tesla is known for, like massive touchscreens, sumptuous leather seats, and cutting-edge autopilot systems. But Musk's luxury aspirations go beyond just his products. He's also got big plans for his own lifestyle. The man already owns a string of mansions across California, but rumor has it he's got his eye on an even bigger prize, a sprawling estate on Mars. Unsurprisingly, Musk has been tight-lipped about the details, but sources close to the billionaire say he's already got a team of architects and engineers working on the design. The compound will reportedly feature everything from indoor swimming pools to hydroponic gardens to a private spaceport, because why not? Of course, all of this is still just speculation at this point, but with Musk, you never know what's going to happen next. One thing's for sure though, whatever he does, it's going to be big, bold, and dripping in luxury. The man doesn't do anything halfway, so sit back, grab some popcorn, and watch as Elon Musk continues to redefine what it means to be a trillionaire in the 21st century. 21st century, 21st century, 21st century.